Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Clarinda. Trevor Rader, TJ Young with you here tonight on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Thanks to our partnership with Forward Digital Solutions. It is the, I guess maybe you call it like the Page County World Series or whatnot. Either way, it's Clarinda at Shenandoah softball coming your way here tonight. TJ, these two teams met earlier this year. Now they're going at it for a second time.
Yeah, I called the game for Shenandoah the first time 4-0 Clarinda. Shenandoah bounced back, make it 4-4, and then Clarinda just used their bats, and they kind of took over and ended up making it a run rule game in the sixth. So should be some fun, should be a lot of hits, should be a lot of plays, and the Page County Softball Super Bowl part 2 tonight.
Yeah, when you look at, Shenandoah's had some ups and downs this year. They've played some teams really close. They beat a St. Albert team that's played well so far in the Hawkeye 10. And then you look at Clarinda, I think it's safe to say probably, I don't know if surprise is doing them justice, but maybe the feel-good story right now in the Hawkeye 10 softball world with what they're doing under first-year head coach Brad Knight.
Yeah, they're hitting the ball really well, and that matters. You got to be able to score runs, and they can put them up in bunches. If the pitching is not on, Clarinda can put crooked numbers up every inning, and they're young. Shenandoah just the same. They're young too. Their bats are starting to come around. Shenandoah's 1-2 in a row. It should be a fun one tonight. Like I said, can't wait to get it going.
Shenandoah 4-11 on the year. Clarinda 14-9. Shenandoah, of course, under the guidance of head coach Aaron Burdorf. The lineup for Shenandoah: Caroline Rogers, Jenna Burdorf, Lene Green will start off this inning. Also Peyton Nathan, Kylie Fouch, Nevaeh Yale, Abby Dumler, Rachel Jones, and Cassidy Stevens in the lineup. First pitch from Andy Woods is in there for a strike. Let's set the Clarinda defense for you. By the way, they are 14-9 under head coach Brad Knight. It's Andy Woods pitching, Ripley Sunderman catching. Addison Wagner is at first as the 0-1 pitch is popped up, shallow infield. And it'll roll into center field for a leadoff base hit for Caroline Rogers. And Shenandoah gets the runner on to start things.
That's kind of what Caroline Rogers has been doing all year, about a 300 hitter. Really good leadoff hitter, probably more of a 2-3 hitter because she's got the ability to drive the ball. But with the speed that she has, singles or walks usually turn into doubles.
Back to the rest of that Clarinda defense. They've got Presley Job playing in left. By the way, at third is Annika Price. Kayla DeGase is at short. Bryn Isaacson, very talented 8th grader. She's playing at second base tonight. Presley Job in left, Jersey Knight in center, Maddie Cole in right field for the Cardinals. 1 ball, no strike to Jenna Burdorf, the number 2 hitter in the lineup for the Phillies. Burdorf, lefty. Takes that one outside for a ball, and it's a 2-0 count. Runner goes, and just getting under the tag on the relay from Woods to DeGase at short safely is Rogers. So Rogers now to second. TJ, we said it so many times, softball so much about base running and how you can maneuver runners around. That's going to be a big thing for Shenandoah tonight, as it has been all season. And again, we'll see the runner go, and there was nobody there to back up the throw at third, and scoring is Caroline Rogers. So Caroline Rogers comes home for the first run of the night for Shenandoah. Does so with some nifty base running to go from first to second, second to third, third to home.
It was just a super smart play, whether the coach called it, Burdorf called it, or she did it on her own because the third baseman was up playing the slap. So she takes third, nobody's there, and it turns into a free run.
So Jenna Burdorf facing a 2-1 count. That one outside part of the zone, called strike. The umpires tonight, by the way, Gary Wax, former Riverside head coach, took them to a state softball tournament as part of a KMA Sports Hall of Fame team back in the 1990s. He's an Iowa Girls Coaches Association Hall of Fame official. Ground ball, fielded by DeGase at short. Throw to first is there in time to Wagner, and it's a 6-3 putout to put one away. So Gary Wax, former Riverside coach, on the bases. The home plate umpire tonight, Casey Conover, current Riverside wrestling coach. So an all Riverside duo calling the balls and strikes here tonight. Very good crew in my experience of covered high school softball. Here's Lene Green. She'll take the first one in there for a strike. 0-1 the count with one gone for Lene Green. Baseball also going on tonight as the 0-1 is fouled at the plate. Tayden Amy calling that one on the Clarinda YouTube channel. You can also check that out linked to our live stream tab at KMAland.com. Always means something when Clarinda and Shenandoah get together. Here's the 0-2 to Green, popped up, foul. Sunderman makes a nice grab to get it. Had to track it down near the fence, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, really good play. Sunderman's a really athletic catcher. Did a really good job of popping up out of her stance, removing the lid, and making the play.
Right now, Clarinda finds himself right in the thick of a wild and wide open Hawkeye 10 Conference standings. We'll take a look at that throughout the night as the first pitch to Peyton Athan is outside for a ball. There are right now 5 teams that have 8 wins or so and somewhere between 2 to 4 losses. So every game going to mean something. That chase for a conference title is the first pitch, or second pitch in there for a strike to bring it to a 1-ball, 1-strike count on Peyton Athan. Athan, a righty, hitting in the 4 spot, was introduced as a designated player. She'll pitch tonight, and she sends that one into left. And back to get it is Job, and that's how the inning ends. So Shenandoah gets the lead run across. Nothing else, so 1-zip. We'll allow the first on KMA Extreme.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Welcome back to Clarinda on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader and the brilliant TJ Young with me here tonight. High school softball action. We go to the bottom of the first. It's a 1-0 Shenandoah advantage. Caroline Rogers had a leadoff single for the Phillies. She stole second, stole third, able to score on a throwing error. Now we'll see what Clarinda can do offensively. They will lead things off. Jersey Knight, Ripley Sutterman, Kayla DeGase due up in this inning. And TJ, as we mentioned earlier, this is a Clarinda lineup that, I mean, you look 1 through 9, not an easy out by any means.
You can't overlook the fact that it's a high school softball team with 1 senior, and their team batting average is 300 or better.
Seems good.
Yeah, and they're very aggressive. First pitch straight. I mean, that's what they like. And there you go. If it's a first pitch fastball, I mean, they've been coached. You can just tell they're not going to let anything straight and hard go by.
So Jersey Knight fouls that one back. Of course, Jersey, her dad, Brad, the head coach here. Standout multi-sport athlete for the Cardinals. State medalist in track this past spring. Fouled that one away, and then that one is inside for a ball. The rest of that Clarinda lineup, by the way, Presley Job, Lily Merrill, Bryn Isaacson, Annika Price, Addie Wagner, and Maddie Cole. Defensively for Shenandoah, Peyton Athan is pitching. Nevaeh Yale is catching as that is swung on a miss by Knight for strike 2. Lene Green at first, Lexi Shabam at second, Kylie Fouch is at third, Abby Dumler is at short, then your outfield left to right, Jenna Burdorf, Cassidy Stevens, and Caroline Rogers. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out to Jersey Knight. The 1-2 pitch is a slow roller. Shabam will throw over from her second base spot to Green, little short throw, puts Knight down, and there's one away.
It's good to see Shabam in there for Shenandoah. She did not play last night against Sydney. Injured her shoulder in a JV triangular in the morning yesterday and didn't play. Evidently good enough to play, at least defensively, tonight. She's only made 1 error all season in the outfield, so she's done a really good job for Shenandoah.
Here's Ripley Sunderman up to the plate, and she takes a swing at one that'll connect just past the outstretched glove of Fouch at third. It'll roll into left, and it's a 1-out base hit for Ripley Sunderman.
I would argue that the best plan against this Clarinda team is to never throw a first pitch fastball. But you gotta be able to throw some of your off speed stuff for strikes, and that is another task in and of itself.
It's Kayla DeGase at the plate now, the lone senior in this Clarinda lineup. She's a recent Jim Hughes Real Estate KMA Land Athlete of the Week recipient a couple weeks ago. She takes that one for a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. On the way from Athan, and that is a slow roller. Again, Shabam will make the play from second. The throw is there, and there are 2 gone, but it does move Sunderman over to second.
In the game Shenandoah wants,
this is what they want.
They want a low-scoring. I mean, nobody can score more than 4. I mean, they can, but they want to keep it 4 runs or less, and Clarinda wants it more of that high-scoring game, and at least early. Of course, you start 0-0, but at least early, it's in Shenandoah's favor to this point.
Here's Presley Jobe up to the plate, cleanup hitter for the Cardinals. She's, again, another part of this lineup that's had a really solid year up to this point. She fouls that first one off to bring it to an 0-1 count.
A really good hitter. She was an all-conference player last year, probably well on her way to it again this year.
Popped up, Athan out of the circle, can't get it, off the glove. The runner will score. And just like that, we are tied. It looked like maybe a routine play to end the inning. It popped out of the glove. Green almost able to get it on the bobble from first, but to no avail.
Athan drifted so far away from the circle, you almost want your second or your first baseman just to call her off, just a little easier. She's coming from deep to short to make that catch.
In baseball, that would have been a clear pitcher or clear first baseman ball to call, but obviously a little different in softball, and it's an E1 that'll put Jobe at first with 2 gone.
And in this kind of game for Shenandoah, the margin for error is thin, so you got to minimize those mistakes in the field.
Lily Merrill fouls one, foul out of play on the right field line. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 count, and a 1-1 score here in the bottom of the first.
Each team with a hit and each team with an error.
Yes.
A lot of ones on the board.
Except for that 2 outs. Here's Merrill, lines one off the glove of Green at first. And then Shabam tried to make a nice play on it off the deflection, but can't.
That was a seed.
Yeah.
She hit that.
That was hard hit.
Yeah, that was a really, really hard hit. And now here comes the best 8th grader in the Hawkeye 10, and prove me wrong.
What does the unofficial score of that say? I mean, it was in the glove, but it was hard hit, so we'll give her the single. Here's Brent Isaacson up to the plate, and as you alluded to, you could make an argument, definitely the best 8th grader / rising freshman in the Hawkeye 10. She has had a phenomenal year up to this point. Fouls that one away to bring it to an 0-1 count.
There's no argument. It's over.
I can't think of it off the top of my head. If she fouls that one out of play, brings it to an 0-2.
She's got 4 homers already this year. Yeah. That's more than a lot of teams.
It's a career for some.
More than a lot of teams in the Hawkeye 10. That's 4 more than Shenandoah has this year.
So here's the 0-2 with 2 away. It's Athan trying to get out of this inning and outside for a ball, and it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count.
A really good pitch, 0-2. You don't want to give her anything good. You put something fat over the heart of the plate against Clarinda. It doesn't matter who they have up there. They're going to put the bat on the ball.
So the 1-2 misses outside, and we're kind of seeing that be the attack right now from Peyton Athan on Brent Isaacson. Try to get her chasing something outside.
I haven't seen many of her at bats this year, just about half a dozen or so, but she's in the same grade as my kids, and I've seen her play since she was in 3rd grade. She's super, super talented, and a lot of them are. They got a lot of really good 8th graders, freshmen, and the sophomores and juniors as well.
So Isaacson, after fouling off 2 and going down 0-2, has taken 3 balls. It's a full count from Athan to Isaacson. That one is in the zone, called strike on the inside corner, and that is how the inning ends. So Clarinda gets 1 across. We played 1, and we're tied at 1 on the KMA video stream.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
Welcome back to Clarinda here on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader, TJ Young with you here tonight. Hawkeye 10 Conference softball action. Shenandoah, Clarinda, we've played 1, and the score is 1-1 between these two teams. At TJ, both teams capitalizing on miscues from the other one in that first inning.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be pitching and defense tonight if Shenandoah pitches well. They're going to be right in this game. They were the first time they played, and then the bats got really hot for Clarinda, and it's kind of stayed hot for them all year. For Clarinda, they can't let Shenandoah stay in this thing. The longer Shenandoah stays in it, the more they're going to feel like they got a chance, and they do have a chance as long as they can continue to pitch and play defense.
First pitch is outside for a ball, and it brings it to a 1-0 count. Kylie Fouch, Nevaeh Yale, Abby Dumler due up in this inning for Shenandoah. Anybody gets on, and it'll be Rachel Jones in the 8th spot. The 1-0 is in on Fouch. She takes that for a ball, brings it to a 2-0 count. A bit of a warm night for softball, baseball. Although I shouldn't complain because I can only imagine what it could be like in a couple weeks. That pitch is taken on the outer part of the zone, called strike, to bring it to a 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter this inning for Shenandoah, Kylie Fouch, and that one misses up and out, and it's a 3-1 count.
Right now, advantage hitter here, Fouch, no help. You know, if you're Shenandoah, if you're Coach Burdorf, you're saying, hey, no help, 1 pitch, 1 spot. Woods has got a challenge here and make Fouch try to put the ball in play.
Yeah, 3-1's always an interesting spot to be in as a hitter, right? Because, I mean, you can make an argument one way or another. You know, do you have the green light? And there's one taken by Fouch on the a little too far inside, says Casey Conover, and it's a walk to put Fouch on.
I think you got to earn the
it all depends on the batter, right?
Yeah, you got to earn that. That's my opinion anyways. Everybody might be a little different. But that's me.
There's Nevaeh Yale up to the plate.
And she's been a hot hitter. 4 doubles her last 2 games. Been swinging the bat a lot better as the season's gone on.
Chase that one outside a little bit, and it's an 0-1 count. Andy Woods in the circle tonight for Clarinda. They've got a problem that a lot of coaches, I think, in the Hawkeye 10 would love to have, and they've got a handful of different pitchers they throw out on any given night. The 0-1 is rolled to second, and the throw is there from Isaacson to Wagner. There's one gone. It does move Fouch to second, though.
Yeah, it's just kind of a de facto sacrifice bunt there. You know, gets the runner Fouch into scoring position, and you know, with 1 hit, you've got 1 run, and now you've got your second runner. Any kind of way you can get another run in. Bottom of the order needs to produce here for Shenandoah in this half inning.
So Abby Dumler up to the plate for Shenandoah. First pitch, she takes for a strike, and it's an 0-1 count. So the 0-1 with 1 gone. And a runner on for Shenandoah here in the second inning. The 0-1, that was kind of in, and she's swinging a miss, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, got a little loose with her back foot there. That ball kind of rode in on her and got tighter up, and definitely not the best swing that Dumler will have tonight.
So 0-2, 1 gone, 1 on. A big punch out for Woods if she can find a way here. And the 0-2 missed outside, and it's a 1-2. Baseball going on as well here tonight between Clarinda and Shenandoah. That's a game that I think could have some major implications in the postseason picture when we get those pairings next week. Here's a 1-ball, 2-strike count, and it's a grounder to third. The throw by Price is there. They tried to freeze the runner in Fouch. It did for a moment, and then Fouch went on the throw, able to beat the throw back from first from Wagner. So Fouch moves to third, but there are 2 gone.
So this is the 4th straight Philly who's a first-year starter at the varsity level. Rachel Jones wasn't a starter at the beginning of the year, but midway through the year has gotten the job. Just her 2nd game batting.
Jones grounds one to short to Gase. The throw across to Wagner is there, and that's how the inning ends. So Shenandoah can't do anything with the leadoff walk. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-1. Game and video stream.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
The strength of a house starts with its foundation, just like the strength of a community starts with its education to ensure its success for many generations to come. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation strives to bring world-class education and opportunities to the youth of Shenandoah. Visit ShenandoahIowaEducationFoundation.org to become a part of the $100 Club, the Family Challenge, to donate to the Peter J. Weber Scholarship, or to make a general donation. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation, partnering today for success tomorrow.
And we go to the bottom of the second here in Clarinda on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Monica Price, Addie Wagner, Maddie Cole, the 7-8-9 batters in the Clarinda lineup, due up in this inning as we are tied at 1. They will face Peyton Nathan as we continue to play softball here on this kind of warm night in Clarinda. First pitch coming from Nathan. Up and out, and it's a ball.
You know, we were talking about best 8th grader in the conference. Price may be the most improved of anybody in the conference. She was just barely hitting above her
That is
playing
fouled
weight.
back and into the press box.
It was just barely hitting above her playing weight last year, and now she's hitting well over 300 with 4 homers. I mean, she's really helped lengthen the lineup for Clarinda.
That might have been a heck of a view if you were watching at home.
I didn't even flinch.
2-1. I thought I was probably out of the way, so I wasn't too worried.
I was more concerned with the computer and the camera.
There's a reason I told you to bring your gear tonight, not mine. 2 balls, 1 strike to Annika Price. That one is inside corner, called strike, 2-2.
And Aiden's done a really good job the last couple ball games. The 2 wins Shenandoah has had in a row. Complete game shutout against Red Oak, and then came on in relief in a game that was 11-7. And she shut out Sydney last night in her 4 innings of relief.
Price just got a piece of that one, fouling it, and it'll be a 2-2 count still. Also going on town, the KMA video stream, Nick Stavas is in Council Bluffs, St. Albert Lewis Central going at it tonight in high school baseball action. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way from Ethan. Swing and a miss, and Price goes down on strikes. There's one away in this inning. Second strikeout of the night for Ethan. Second in a row for Ethan as well.
Yeah, if you can get the swing and miss from Clarinda, that's big, big money, because when they do hit it, they tend to hit it pretty firm, as we saw there in the first inning.
Addie Wagner up to the plate for the Cardinals, right-handed hitter. And she connects on the first one. It'll roll into center for a base hit. Shabam couldn't quite get it on the dive, and it's a 1-out base runner on a single from Addie Wagner. Maddie Cole up to the plate now, the 9-hitter. And this is a spot, TJ, where if you're Shenandoah, you want to kind of avoid danger here because you've got a 9-hitter up. Cole's had some extra base knocks to her name this year as well. Last thing you want is multiple runners on, turning it back to the top of the order.
Yeah, and this is a Clarinda lineup that is not a small ball lineup, and they're not designed to be that way. Just based on bound, 614 at-bats, just 12 sacrifices.
Yeah, Cole's hitting 344 as your 9-hitter.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0. It chases that one outside, and it's a 1-1 count.
Yeah, you're definitely using the whole lineup if you're Coach Knight, and he's done a great job of kind of manipulating the lineup, getting the right pieces in the right places to really lengthen that lineup and make it tough 1 through 9.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone. That one outside quarter, says Casey Conover, and it's a 1-2 count with 1 away.
One thing you have noticed in the first inning plus from Ethan is she's really working kind of everybody away. Everybody's away or trying to jam them in. She's staying away from the heart of the plate.
And down on strikes goes Cole. Chase one a little bit outside. There's 2 gone as we go to the top of the order with Jersey Knight up to the plate. And Knight, the right-handed batter, steps into the box, takes the first one up for a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. 1-0 with 2 gone. Addison Wagner at first right now for Clarinda here in the bottom of the second. And the 1-0 pitch just got a piece of it. Brings it to a 1-1 count. Again, defensively for Shenandoah, Peyton Ethan is pitching. Nevaeh Yale catching. Lene Green is at first. Lexi Shabam is at second. Kylie Fouch is at third. Abby Dumler is at short. Jenna Berdorf, Cassidy Stevens, Caroline Rogers, your outfield. The 1-1 pitch is in and off of Yale behind the plate. It rolls towards the first baseline. It'll move Wagner up to second, so it takes the force out.
Yeah, it could be a potentially big play there. You now have a runner in scoring position, and Jersey United is not foreign to hitting the ball into the outfield. So
2-1, fouled along left field line, out of play.
So 2-2 count, 2 outs, big pitch, runner at second. Shenandoah, again, we talked about that in the first inning. They want to keep the score down, make this a pitcher's duel, and right now, so far, we're still in that mode.
2-2 popped up, foul. Yale couldn't shed the gear quick enough to have a chance under. Didn't have a lot of hang time on it. That would have been a tough play, and the count remains at 2-2.
A good job by Knight hanging in there. She got down on the count, and then now it's just kind of battled, and her and Nathan having quite a battle here.
So the count remains at 2-2 with 2 gone and a runner at second. And the pitch from Nathan in the dirt gets by Yale. It ricocheted off the backstop, but won't prevent Wagner from moving to third.
So now action pitch coming here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Something's going to happen. It's going to be a walk, ball put in play, or a strikeout. So everybody on your toes at home.
Could be a foul ball.
Could be.
Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and a nice punch out by Nathan. 3 in this inning for her. Clarinda sticks a runner at third. We go to the third. It is 1-1 of the KMA video stream.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
Welcome back to Clarinda here on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader, TJ Young with you here tonight. Fun night for high school softball. Good crowd in attendance for softball, baseball. We've got little kids baseball going on as well. Parking spots at a premium here tonight.
Yes, I found that out firsthand. I think I parked over
in Yorktown.
Parked over in the horse pen over there.
I actually had to park over by the sale barn one time. Not too long ago. So due up for Shenandoah in this inning, starting the top of the third will be their 9-1-2 hitters, Cassidy Stevens, Caroline Rogers, Jenna Burdorf. First pitch misses up. You know, a couple years ago, they actually had a situation where someone at the sale barn right behind us didn't shut a gate, and they had a cow get on the outfield. I want to say that was last summer.
Huh.
There's the 1-0. Things you only see in small-town Iowa.
We always say you see something new every time you go to the ballpark. That would have been something you're probably never going to see again.
Thankfully, it wasn't during the game. I think it was in the morning or whatever, but the videos were circulating around social media. 2-0 now the count to Cassidy Stevens, who takes it for a strike, 2-1. I did do a game a couple years ago. Actually, it was a Shenandoah Underwood District baseball game where a rabbit got in the outfield, and we had about a 5-minute delay because nobody could catch the rabbit. Here's a 2-1, misses outside to bring it to a 3-1. So, again, you see something new every day.
Wildlife all over the place, right? And they don't care if you got a game going on.
Few things are more comical than watching somebody try to catch a rabbit, too. There's a 3-1 to Stevens from Woods. And the 3-1 pitch, outside corner, says Casey Conover, and the count is full at 3-2.
It's a good job by Sunderman of framing that. She just wrapped it around. It may have touched that outside corner, but she brought it back. And now we're full.
So the payoff pitch on the way, and a swinging strike from Stevens sends her down. That's the first strikeout of the night for Woods.
And a big comeback there.
Yeah, after being down on the count early, down 2-0, to battle back and get the strikeout. Now Caroline Rogers, who had that leadoff single and scored a run back in the first inning, will come up to the plate. And the first pitch, swing on and miss, and it's an 0-1 count.
Both pitchers have done a really good job minimizing the free passes, making each other hit the ball. Shenandoah hasn't found any holes. Clarinda's found a few more, but Shenandoah's done a good job of minimizing that damage, and now we're sitting at that 1-1 tie, kind of right where Shenandoah wants to be.
0-1 pitch misses outside from Wood, so the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 gun, nobody on for Shenandoah. Here's the 1-1. It is too far in, and the count goes to 2-1 to Caroline Rogers. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody on, 1 gone, and the 2-1 kind of in, jammed Rogers up. She fouls it along the first baseline. And that brings the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-2 pitch coming from Woods. Ripley Sunderman catching. Addie Wagner is at first. Bryn Isaacson at second. Annika Price is at third. Kayla DeGase at short. And the 2-2 pitch, slow roller to third. Throw from Price. Had a lot of heat on it over to Wagner. A little sidearm action from Price on the throw. And it sends Rogers down. There's 2 away.
Yeah, really slick field in there by Price. She's been doing it with the glove for the last 2 years, but now she's bringing the bat with it, too. So really becoming a complete softball player in her freshman season.
Here's Jenna Burdorf up to the plate. Ground out for the first out of the first inning. She'll face Woods for the second time, and that pitch is outside for a ball. 1-0 the count.
Here's a fun stat. Jenna Burdorf has essentially 1/4 of the hits this season for Shenandoah to this point. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's something.
Nearly 30.
Here's the 1-0. Was it last year, I believe you said she had 42 hits, all of which were singles?
Correct. 42 hits, all of which were singles. She now has 200% more doubles this year than last year. If 0 is 0.
Here's the 2-0 coming from Burdorf. Or coming to Burdorf, outside corner for a strike. I saw it kind of along the line of weird things you might see in terms of stats and box scores. There was a game last night in the northern part of the state. Forest City, Garner Hayfield Venturas will get the 2-1 pitch coming to Burdorf. It's outside for a ball. Garner Hayfield Ventura won that game 35-25. 8 total hits, all of which were singles. And they had 4 girls that were hit by a pitch 4 times.
Wow. It's pretty impressive.
52 total walks.
Oh, my goodness. How long of a game was that?
I don't even want to know. The box score on that was something. That is fouled away by Burdorf.
Oh, I thought the game I called last night was long.
It was the second part of a doubleheader, too, I believe, if I remember
man.
correctly. So, yeah, thoughts and prayers to the umpires of that game. That could not have been fun.
Oh, and then just think of the parents and grandparents,
Yeah.
the bleacher seats.
The stat keepers, nobody. That's a ground ball. DeGase can't get it from a shortstop position, and Jenna Burdorf will add to that hit total.
And that would put her up to number 29 on the year, and the team 105.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, when you're hitting over 500 this late in the season, it's pretty impressive.
Son, you're doing some things right. Here's Lene Green up to the plate. She takes the first pitch for a strike.
And Green's bat's been coming around. She was a little slow to start the season. She's been coming around. The power's been kind of coming back. Now would be a good time for Shenandoah for her to lay into one and hit an extra baser.
Here's the 0-1. She takes that one in for a strike. Now, Lene Green, her older brother Logan, was a standout baseball player for Clarinda, a catcher on their team that got to the state tournament back in 2021. He just won a national championship at South Dakota State. Here's the 0-2. It is connected into right. And Lene Green keeps the line moving. Burdorf digging for third. The throw might have got her. No, underneath it goes Burdorf.
And it was a fantastic throw from Cole, but the throw was just towards the home plate side. Price had to go get it, and when she leaned out to make that tag, Burdorf sticking that leg out and just got the foot on the base. So now first and third, something cooking with Peyton Nathan coming to bat, maybe helping herself out a little bit.
So runners on the corners for Shenandoah, 2 gone here in the top of the third.
If you remember, Nathan hit one very well into left field to end the first inning.
So Ethan takes that one for a strike, and Green kind of got froze up. She'll go. Is the throw over to third on the tag. Price and Burdorf made contact, but they say
it's a 2-point takedown,
never left
though.
the bag. Yeah.
Nothing malicious there. Just feet got tangled up. Everybody's A-OK.
So the count 0-1. Gary Wax is a man on the bases tonight. Won't find many in KMA land better.
Always one of the good
Hall
ones.
of Famer.
One of the good ones.
One of the best. He's a Hall of Fame coach as far as getting a team in the KMA Sports Hall of Fame. As there's a fly ball. DeGase with a nice snag coming over from short. And that is how the inning ends. So Shenandoah strands runners on the corners. So we go to the bottom of the third, 1-1 with KMA Video Stream.
This is Kane with Gowing Plumbing. Gowing Plumbing is the name to remember for 24-hour service. That includes after hours and weekends, because that is when problems usually occur. We're located in Shenandoah, but we also serve the surrounding communities. That's the way it's been done for more than 70 years. And we work on boiler heat, so call fully licensed Gowing Plumbing any time of day or night. 246-1803 or after hours at 712-310-9248.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School Athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Clarinda on the KMA Video Stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mander and the man, the myth, the legend himself, TJ Young, with you here tonight for high school softball action.
It's getting thick up here.
On the KMA Video Stream.
Got a good one.
Yeah, we've had a fun one so far.
Good pitching, good defense, and balls are getting hit hard. Kids are making plays.
2-3-4 up for Clarinda in this inning. Ripley Sunderman, Kayla DeGase, and
Really
Presley
good bunch.
Job. Nice bunt laid down by Sunderman. She'll run it out into a base hit.
There's not very many catchers in the area that can do that. She's got some really good wheels, and that was a very well-placed bunt right between those 3 defenders, the pitcher, the third baseman, and the shortstop. Leadoff single, just a bunt that could open the doors here for Clarinda.
So here's Kayla DeGase up to the plate. She made a nice play to end that frame moments ago defensively. She takes the first pitch in for a ball, and Sunderman had a big jump at first. Gets back before Green can get to her. Counts at 1-0. So the 1-0 on the way from Ethan to DeGase. Outside for a ball.
So now you get into that situation where you've been pitching so well, even the last couple of games, you've been pitching so well then and tonight. Now you're down 2-0 to the heart of the order for Clarinda. Do you challenge or do you still nibble?
Yeah, a little bit, not necessarily dire here, but not a great spot. And Sunderman will go on the ball. That was in for a 3-0 count. And Sunderman again showing off those wheels. Gets to second, a 3-0 pitch. I feel like DeGase, see if she's taking, and she swings at that one foul. I'll say, I mean, you're talking a 5th-year contributor, 3-year starter, I believe, for her. I mean, if you're giving anybody the green light on a 3-0, it's her. I mean, you see it there. She fouls it along the left field line out of play.
Yeah, it's just one of those deals where you got to earn it, and I'd say she's earned it.
So the 3-1, and she sits on that one. It's upstairs for a ball, and Kayla DeGase draws the walk. Runners on first and second for the Cardinals now, with Ripley Sunderman still.
So, and it all starts, this whole thing has started with a leadoff bunt from your catcher. Kind of a small ball approach to a team that doesn't do that very often.
Presley Job takes the first pitch inside corner for a strike, and it's an 0-1.
But if you're Shenandoah, nothing bad's happened yet, right? It's still 1-1. There's a force at any base. Job's probably going to hit it, but you just got to make a play.
So the 0-1, and that is fouled out of play, brings it to an 0-2. So the 0-2. Coming to Presley Job. And Job pops that one up. Shallow right, drifting foul and out of play. Just averted disaster there. Laptops need battery to stream. That got me earlier this year too, so don't feel bad.
It was getting really warm.
Here's the 0-2 on the way to Job. Takes it outside for a ball, and it's a 1-2 count.
That's a good spot to miss if you're Ethan. I mean, she's definitely in a bit of a pickle here, but you still can't give in to Job, who's a very, very talented hitter.
And the 1-2 pitch is in. Yeah, we're seeing now Ethan is doing everything she can to either work in or work out. And now she's got the count at 2-2. The 2-2 to Job. That one over the middle of the plate, popped up, won't leave the infield. Infield fly roll might be in effect, doesn't matter. Shabam comes underneath it from her second base spot. There's one gone. That could be a big punch out for Shenandoah.
Yeah, I don't know if you could have had, other than a ground ball double play, that's probably about as good as you could expect. You knew Job was probably going to put it in play. Too good of a hitter in that situation not to expect that. But now you got one out and nobody moved.
Here's Lily Merrill up to the plate for Clarinda. First pitch taken for a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. So far in this inning, Ripley Sunderman turned a bunt into a single. Kayla DeGase reached on a walk. Presley Job flew out. The 1-0 from Ethan is fouled along the first baseline, out of play.
That's one of the few fastballs that Ethan has thrown that has gone right down the middle. And if you're Merrill and you asked her after the game, what pitch do you wish you had back?
That one.
That's going to be the one. We'll see who wins the battle now after that missed opportunity there.
So the 1-1 with one gone, and Merrill pops that one foul out of play. And the count's at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. This will be a really big punch out here for Ethan if she can find a way to get the out of the 1-2. Again, fouled straight back to the fence. So the count will remain at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 gone. And that is popped up. Doesn't look like it'll leave the outfield. Shabam underneath it. And just like that, 2 away.
Just the wildness of baseball and softball. First 2 people get on, and then back-to-back infield flies to the same player. And now you get the 8th grader extraordinaire up with 2 outs, really big at-bat. Last time I said that, she hit a bases-clearing triple off of the fence.
There's Isaacson. Pops one into right, and Rogers underneath it, and that's how the inning ends. So promising start for Clarinda. Comes up empty-handed. We played 3. It's 1-1 on the KMA video stream.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
It's always been my dream to own a locker.
You like school that much, huh?
Actually, no, my own meat locker.
I'm processing.
So, what do you think?
Well, if that's your it, let's make it happen.
On to the 4th we go. A little bit of a pitcher's duel brewing here in Clarinda tonight. 1-1. Clarinda Shenandoah going out on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader, TJ Young with you in this one. Both runs, by the way, came back in that first inning. Both runs also came on kind of miscues from the other team. Shenandoah got theirs on a throwing error. Clarinda got theirs on a fielding error. I mean, the offense, not there hasn't been any, but it's been a little hard to come by.
Yeah, other than those 2 plays, and by kind of 2 unusual suspects for that, right? Sunderman making the errant throw, Peyton Ethan, who's pitched a whale of a game, missing a routine pop fly in the infield. Other than that, kids are hitting the ball hard. People are just making plays. And this is kind of how the game was in Shenandoah earlier in the year, 4-4. Really tight game, and then Clarinda just exploded. You kind of got to look out for that if you're Shenandoah. Just got to keep plugging away, and Clarinda's got to just keep swinging the sticks, and the theory is eventually you'll find a hole.
So here's Kylie Fouch up to the plate for Shenandoah. Kylie Fouch, Nevaeh Yale, Abby Dumler will be in this inning for the Phillies. Anybody gets on, Rachel Jones will join the fun. First pitch is a strike taken to Dumler, and it's an 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch from Andy Woods on the way, and that is low for a ball, and it's a 1-1 count.
Yeah, Fouch reached on a walk, her first plate appearance, got to second, but Shenandoah's bottom of the order couldn't move her around. See what she can do here.
Here's the 1-1. On the way, that misses up and out. It's a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Leadoff batter of the 4th inning for Shenandoah. The 2-1 offering from Woods was in on Fouch, and it's a 3-1 count.
So again, working that count into a 3-1 into your favor if you're Fouch. It's that one pitch, one spot mentality here. Walks as good as the hit, especially at the bottom of the order. Just make Woods work and try to get on base.
3-1 pitch coming from Woods. And just missed outside. It's a 5-pitch walk. And Kylie Fouch, leadoff base runner for Shenandoah. That's the 3rd of 4 innings that they've done that. Rogers had that single to start the 1st. Fouch reached on a walk to start the 2nd. And now Nevaeh Yale up to the plate. She grounded out back in that 2nd inning. First pitch to Yale. Swings it foul.
Yeah, a little late on that. Pitch got in on her a little bit and just kind of thumbed it out over the first base fence here, right by the dugout.
Here's the 0-1, now on the way to Yale. Yale, roller to short. To Gase will get the lead runner. Tries to turn 2, did they? No, not quite. That was almost a really smooth double play, but instead it'll go as a 6-4 putout and put Yale onto the fielder's choice.
A pretty quick turn there, senior to 8th grader, and boy, that was close.
Yeah, that was almost a big double play for Clarinda, but Yale able to beat it out, and now here's Abby Dumbler up to the plate. 1 gone, 1 on. That is up for a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. Clarinda very much a player right now in the Hawkeye 10 Conference Championship chase. Here's the 1-0, and that one outside part of the zone, says Casey Conover. The count's at 1-1.
A little off-speed 1-0 there, and just clipped the corner. Good call. I've got a pretty good vantage point right here. That was a good call.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 gone, and kind of a hit and run on. There's a fly ball into center. Knight tracks it down, and back safely is Yale. And there are 2 gone in this inning.
So kind of same story as back in the 2nd inning. They're hitting the ball just kind of right at Clarinda. And Clarinda, to their credit, they're making plays.
Rachel Jones up to the plate, but not before we get a stoppage. It would probably be a courtesy runner, it looks like, for Yale, the catcher. And with 2 outs, give her a chance to
Jalen Gray
get ready. So Jalen Gray will come on and run.
Sang a beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner last night.
Good.
Good for her. And evidently she's pretty fast, too.
I don't know that I've ever heard a bad one, though, either, because I know how it would sound if I did it, so I'm never one that'll criticize somebody.
I remember, like, when Roseanne sang it, like, at the All-Star game or something?
Yeah,
like
it was
that?
really bad.
I feel like that was really bad.
I guess that's one that stands out.
Carl Lewis.
And I guess it's probably okay to criticize Roseanne. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, and almost nice play made at second by Isaacson, and then she tried to scoop it to Wagner to no avail. I'm going to give Rachel Jones a hit on that one.
Yeah,
that was a hard
absolutely.
hit.
Really tough play. Good effort by Isaacson, and a good hustle play by Rachel Jones. And now first and second, number 9 hitter, maybe not the power hitter, no extra base hits for a slap hitter here at the bottom of the order, but put it in play, good things may happen.
So Gray is at second. Here's Cassidy Stevens with 2 on and 2 gone in the 4th, and that one is in there for a strike. In between innings here, we'll try to get you a baseball score. Shenandoah and Clarinda going at it here tonight in that one as well. 0-1, slap hit, slow roller. Woods off the circle. I think you're going to say, did it hit her? Or was she out? I think she might have been out of the box when she...
Yep.
When she made contact with it, says Conover. So that is how the inning ends. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It is still 1-1.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Bottom of the fourth we go in Clarinda. It's 1-1 on the KMA video stream at TJ Young. It's been a fun game up to this point.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Good pitching, good defense, timely defense. And feels like for Shenandoah, the last couple of innings, they've had two really good opportunities with a couple of kids on base. Couldn't get them home for a team that has kind of struggled putting runs on the board through the course of the season. You wonder how many of those chances are going to get tonight against Clarinda. And maybe for Clarinda, you're just kind of wondering when are the bats going to wake up.
I know when I talked to Coach Brad Knight before the game, he did say one thing that this team has struggled with a little bit is some slow starts. Is here's the 1-0 taken by Annika Price to bring it to a 2-0. Now, they had some games where it didn't start the best, but, man, once the bats get rolling, they've been a tough out. So the 2-0 to Price now from Athan. Just got a piece of it, almost like she wanted to check that swing and fouls it to bring it to a 2-1 count.
Yeah, right off the thumbs probably was ball 3, but she felt like 2-0. She's looking for one spot middle in, and it came in middle, but then it started drifting in towards her thumbs and couldn't stop in time.
So the count's now a 2-1. Swing and a miss. Hefty hack taking at that one by Price. Brings it to a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
Eighth and to the power hitters of this Clarinda lineup. She has stayed away, and that has been very beneficial tonight. She's really dotting that outside corner.
So the 2-2 is pulled foul along the left field line.
Yeah, and see, that ball gets in, but it gets in on the thumbs, and Price can't keep it fair. You leave it middle in, that's when you start hitting some gopher balls if you're Clarinda. But she's doing a really good job of staying on the corners.
And the 2-2 fouled is, again, kind of jammed her up a little bit. Right now, Clarinda Shenandoah baseball, they're in the top of the third, no score.
Who's winning?
In that one. Oh, no score. Nobody's winning.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
I thought maybe there was a joke out of that for a moment. I didn't know you were serious. It happens.
There's a movie.
Here's Price pulling a foul. What movie is it?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I think. The principal
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why I've never seen it. I'm really lame when it comes to movies, as you'll find out some more. I know, and I don't think I've ever seen it. And now Derek's probably going to yell at me. Here's a 2-2. Popped up. Shabam might get another F4, and she does. That is, let's see, my Velisca math tells me that is the third F4 flyout of the night. Third in the last 4 putouts as well.
She's a magnet. You're not allowed to talk movies, pop culture?
No, I'm allowed to.
Your boss is
No, I'm allowed to. I just am not very educated on it, so I come across as dumb.
Wagner had a really good single her last time up, so see if she can do it again.
That one is in 1-0 count on Addison Wagner. Best baseball movie of all time. It's got to be Major League, right?
Bull Durham.
I've never seen Bull Durham.
Oh, my
goodness. I can't.
Oh, my goodness.
And I think I just saw, is it like the 35th anniversary of it or whatever?
Bull Durham
recently?
is fantastic.
Here's the 1-0, and just getting a piece of that was Wagner off the glove of Eighth and throw over to Green in time. I'm going to have to put that on my watch list.
The Natural's really good, but it's a little older.
I've seen that one. That was a long time ago.
Robert Redford, all that fun stuff. But for entertainment purposes, for comedy and a little bit of baseball, Bull Durham's really, really good.
2 away. Maddie Cole, the 9-hitter. I still think nothing can beat Major League.
That's really good. I like Major League 2, though, better.
I've never seen the second one.
Oh, my goodness.
After that, I mean, it's...
How are we friends?
I don't know. Are we? Here's the 1-0. All the way to Maddie Cole. TJ and I have therapy up here in the press box. 1-0 the count. And Cole fouls one.
That's a car. Yep.
It's not my car.
Toyota Highlander.
That is why you always bring the company vehicle.
Or park way
in Yorktown.
Back. Yep.
1-1 to Cole now.
And all of our craziness has been a really good half inning for Athan.
And Cole thought about that one. Maybe should have taken a hack on outside corner, and it's a 1-2 count. Yeah, Athan in a spot now, 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And now it's at a 2-2 count. I'll have to put Bull Durham on my watch list tonight or some. I got a little bit of free time this weekend. Maybe I'll put that on the watch list.
You got like 17 TVs in your basement.
I do, yeah.
Put them all on at the same time.
The 2-2 misses outside, and the count is full at 3-2. So payoff pitch on the way. And that is chopped to third. The throw from third to first from Fouch to Green is there. A nice inning for Ethan defensively. We've played 1-1 on the KMA video stream. We're on to the fifth. We got a doozy here tonight in Clarinda, 1-1 between Clarinda and Shenandoah. And TJ Young, I don't think we could have asked for a much better game so far.
For us in the booth and for the folks
Yes.
watching at home and here in Clarinda, this has been a very entertaining game. Absolutely. Maybe for the coaches and the players, maybe both teams probably wish they were ahead by a couple runs, but for us, it's been a lot of fun. And top of the order here, due up for Shenandoah. If they want to get something going, this seems like a really good half inning to do it.
Here's Caroline Rogers, Jenna Berdorf, Lene Green up to the plate. First pitch outside for a ball. Meanwhile, I've just added Bull Durham to my DVR to watch at some point
Proud of you.
this week.
I expect a text message letting me know that you have changed your favorite baseball movie.
Here's the 1-0 on the way, and that is in for a ball to bring it to a 2-0.
So kind of like Sunderman for Clarinda, same thing with Rogers. A walk is basically a double. I said that earlier, and then she ended up scoring on just kind of playing, throwing some snowballs. But
This is outside for a ball to bring it to 3-0.
It's the same situation. You can't walk Rogers, the fastest kid on the team here for Shenandoah, because it will turn into a double. And then you got a slap hitter at the plate. Could be in that same situation you were in back in the first.
So the 3-0 on the way to Rogers, who's found a way to get on base earlier on in this game, back in the first inning with a single. Brings it to a 3-1 count as she takes that one for a strike.
And really, she only ended up with one stolen base there because going to second was a pass ball, and then she got home on the error. But still, just the pressure of her on the base paths.
A very smart base running from her. She fouls that one away, fills the count up at 3-2.
Really good job by Woods to come back here to get full, and now it's just a matter of who's going to win here.
So the 3-2 pitch as Woods looks down at her cheat sheet on her wrist, and the 3-2 pitch on the way. It's grounded to second. Couple hops to Isaacson. Throw is there to Wagner. And a nice battle goes to Andy Woods on that one, and there's one away.
That's just a huge, huge first out. Anything that Rogers gets on and gets to first, it's going to turn into a double. And now you got to start over with one out with Berdorf, who's very capable. Nearly 30 hits already on the year. Looking for number 30 here in this at-bat.
Yeah, she got 29 the last time out back in the third inning. Berdorf sees the first pitch, kind of inside part of the zone. It's a strike to bring it to an 0-1.
Yeah, I think that's where you would want to pitch a slapper.
Mm-hmm.
Up and in a little bit. I mean, not brushing them back, but up and in. You don't want to pitch away.
There's the 0-1, and that one was kind of away. Berdorf pops it out of the glove at short from DeGase, and he'll put Berdorf on in the air.
I don't know if that's an error. I mean,
I suck at these, at being the unofficial score guy. I mean, it's.
It's a leaping effort. I wouldn't say that was a routine play. I mean, that would be my thought. We'll see what the official score
Yeah, we'll
says.
see what the Clarinda ice score which is a great service, by the way. We'll see what that says. Here's the next batter up for Shenandoah, Lene Green, and they call it a line drive single. So,
see, told you. This thing ain't just a hat rack on my head here.
Here's Lene Green up to the plate. Facing an 0-1 count, and she pops that one into right. Tracking and grabbing is Cole, and there is 2 gone in this inning.
Yeah, big out number 2. And now Ethan, opportunity just like she had the last time up, an opportunity to help herself. A gapper. She's got a good chance to at least have a play at the plate here. And she's hit the ball hard twice. It took a really good play from DeGase. Robbed her of at least 1 RBI her last time up.
So now Ethan up to the plate, trying to keep this inning going. That pitch is in. It's a ball. Berdorf thought about being aggressive on the bases. Gets back, though, and it's a 1-0 count.
Yeah, really important for Clarinda to keep Berdorf right there at first. That extra 60 feet could be big at a ball that gets into the green.
So the 1-0. And Ethan bops one. Another nice play made by DeGase at short to extend out and grab it. And that is how the inning ends. So Shenandoah again does nothing with a base runner. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-1 the KMA video stream.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers, so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing, and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
On to the bottom of the 5th we go here in Clarinda, KMA video stream, online KMAland.com. Trevor Mater, TJ Young with you on the call tonight. Talking baseball movies, I guess, as well, and probably making somebody annoyed somewhere, someplace.
Well, we're probably also making somebody else very happy.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. Wouldn't be doing I've learned that probably every day I make somebody a little unhappy. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't, but hopefully I'm making somebody happy as well. And if you're watching this game, got to be happy with the way it's been played. 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. First pitch swinging by Jersey Knight. She chases one outside. Meanwhile, baseball, somebody is winning that game now. Clarinda's up 2-0 in the top of the 4th inning.
That was a very competitive game that you called in Shenandoah
very
last
much
time.
So. Here's the 0-1 on the way to Knight from Ethan, and Knight pops one into shallow left. Tough play made, though, in left field to get the first out. Nicely put by Berdorf, and there's one away.
The degrees of difficulty in all of these plays vary, but it's been really good defense by both teams, and the pitchers, Ethan is continuing to stay hot, and Woods is pitching really well too. So good pitching, good defense, kind of that recipe that Shenandoah needed to stay in this game, and that's what they're doing. And Clarinda's doing just as good pitching and defense too. It's been a lot of fun.
Ripley Sunderman, a pair of singles to her name tonight, takes that pitch up for a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. Second time these two teams have met. I know you did the first game. It was tight early on, and then Clarinda blew the game open late, ended up winning by 10. That was back first week of the season. 1-0 misses outside. Of course, never know if this will be the last time these two teams play.
You know, it's funny, baseball, softball, they say momentum's as good as your next day's starting pitcher, and these two pitchers have done a great job, and the game is the way it is because of that. I mean, they're pitching really well. They're not putting a lot of people on as though we're in a 3-0 count right now, but making kids hit the ball, and the defenses are on their toes making plays behind them.
It's a 3-0 count now to Sunderman, and she pulls that one foul along the left field side. Mentioned earlier, Nick Savas, Brian Bertini are in Council Bluffs tonight. Lewis Central St. Albert baseball. See if we can get you a score update on that one if you care about Sockeye 10 Conference baseball. Here's the 3-1 pitch on the way outside for a ball. And it's a 5-pitch walk to Ripley Sunderman, who gets on base for the 3rd time tonight.
That's big because that's basically going to turn into a double.
Sunderman has about, I believe, 15 steals on the year now after earlier in the game. She'll be getting 16 here in the next pitch or two. That's my guess.
Speaking of that St. Albert Lewis Central game, 6-0 LC through 4, and then the first pitch to DeGase is outside for a ball. DeGase offensively tonight has drawn a walk, made a couple of nifty plays defensively that have got the Cardinals out of some innings. And that is a roller to short. Long throw is there in time from Dumler to Green. Gary Wax took a moment to think about it, but there's two gone. It didn't move the runner, though.
And it was the right call. A bang-bang play and a good throw deep in the hole by Dumler. But now Job, one of the best hitters in this lineup, something in the green, speedy runner at second, could flip the score here right quick.
Athan trying to get out of this inning. Job pops it up, shallow right. Shabam from second, another F4 for her. And another good frame for Peyton Athan. We've played 5. It's 1-1 on the KMA video stream.
The strength of a house starts with its foundation. Just like the strength of a community starts with its education to ensure its success for many generations to come. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation strives to bring world-class education and opportunities to the youth of Shenandoah. Visit ShenandoahIowaEducationFoundation.org to become a part of the $100 Club, the Family Challenge, to donate to the Peter J. Weber Scholarship, or to make a general donation. The Shenandoah, Iowa Education Foundation, partnering today for success tomorrow.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
Back to Clarinda on the KMA video stream, online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader, TJ Young having the time of our lives here tonight in Clarinda High School softball action. And we're having the time of our lives because it's been a heck of a ball game, 1-1 as we go on to the 6th.
It's been a great game. It's been a super, super competitive game, kind of like I was hoping the first game was going to be, because I was calling it. Selfishly, I was hoping it was going to be, and it was for a while. But then Clarinda just came to life there in the 6th inning, and that's exactly where we are right now in the 6th inning. Somebody's got to flip the script here a little bit because it's been even. Really good pitching and defense. We'll see what happens with the bottom of the order here for Shenandoah.
5-6-7 for Shenandoah, beginning with Kylie Fouch. That pitch outside part of the zone called strike brings it to an 0-1. Nevaeh Gale, Abby Dumler also due up to the dish for Shenandoah in this inning. Both teams' runs came in the first inning on errors. Shenandoah's on a throwing error. Clarinda's on a fielding error. The 0-1 misses well outside. It's a ball to bring it to a 1-1. Shenandoah 4-11 on the year. Clarinda 14-9. It's a 1-1 pitch. On the way to Fouch, and just foul along the third base line. Didn't go foul by much.
Just missed. Maybe a foot or so on the outside part of that bag. And a really good call by Mr. Conover down there. He was right on it. Made a really loud call. That's what you want out of your umpires. Be very vocal with it.
There's the 1-2. And that is driven into right center. It'll drop for a base hit in the triangle. And a runner on for Shenandoah to start this 6th inning.
That's a really good job by, and she's hit the ball. She's got on base both times.
Yep.
Really good plate appearances, and now she's on for a 3rd time. But again, the leadoff runner on. How many times has that happened tonight? Every inning but one, I believe.
Yeah, they did it in the 1st, they did it in the 2nd, didn't do it in the 3rd, did it in the 4th. No, didn't do it in the 4th, did it in the 5th, I believe. So yeah, they've done 4 of the 6 innings tonight. Yale showing bunt. Pitch was outside. Fouch will get back.
I kind of felt like this was going to happen. Yale's been a big stick in the lineup the last couple of games, but in a game that's 1-1 in the 6th, one run very well may just do it. And Fouch is a lot more important at second than she is at first.
And that's a strike. Runner goes. The throw on a dime, and it's got her. How about the beam from Sunderman? to Isaacson, and it got Fouch.
Well, and that's one of those things where the bunt's there to protect the runner. I don't think Fouch had any intentions of getting a clean steal there. She was going because she was expecting Yale to bunt that, and she pulled back, and the strike is now 1-1, and now the runner's out and nobody on. Big play by Clarinda.
1 ball, 1 strike to Nevaeh Yale. She takes that one outside quarter for a strike. Should be a 1-2 count. You never know if that's the play that's going to totally change the trajectory of this game. Is the 1-2 by Yale is kind of jams her up and she fouls it back.
I mean, it's hard to run on Sunderman anyways. And, you know, I mean,
that was a dime.
You know, just the way that bat was starting, the plan was to bunt. You know, that was the plan, and then pulled back on a strike call. Probably not exactly what they had in mind there.
That one misses outside for a ball, and it's a 2-2 count.
So about the only thing Yale can do to redeem herself on this one is get herself on base. You know, win the battle here. She was down 1-2. Now she's even in the count. Just win the battle here.
Here's the 2-2, and she pops it up into shallow right. Nice play made by Cole. Squeezes it, hit the ground, came back up with it, and there's 2 gone.
Just another fantastic play. Clarinda's robbed Shenandoah of at least 3.
Yeah, DeGase had the 2 back to end the 4th and 5th, and then that one moments ago by Cole. A heck of a snag, and Shenandoah will try to keep this inning going with Abby Dumler. Dumler fouls that one off at the plate. And are we out of softballs, maybe?
Oh, we got one.
Okay. I just know the home plate umpire signaled over to the Shenandoah dugout for something. I don't know if...
I think he was just saying hello.
Maybe. How you doing?
Yep. How you guys doing over there?
My name's Casey. Here's the 0-1. It's
nice
a 1-1.
Nice guy.
Fantastic guy. You mentioned earlier, you know, he's very vocal behind the plate. If you've ever seen him coach wrestling, very vocal, very animated, and a really, really good wrestling coach on top of that. Here's the 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, and it's outside. Of course, his brother Chris was a longtime head softball coach at Riverside. They won the Western Iowa Conference title a couple of years ago. 2-1 the count. From Woods to Dumler, and that is a ground ball. DeGase on it, throw over to Wagner is there, and that's how the inning ends. So Shenandoah had a runner on early, got thrown out, and then F9 6-3 from there. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 1-1, the KMA video stream.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
This is Kane with Gowing Plumbing. Gowing Plumbing is the name to remember for 24-hour service. That includes after hours and weekends, because that is when problems usually occur. We're located in Shenandoah, but we also serve the surrounding communities. That's the way it's been done for more than 70 years. And we work on boiler heat, so call fully licensed Gowing Plumbing any time of day or night, 246-1803, or after hours at 712-310-9248.
On to the bottom of the 6th we go here in Clarinda. A fun night of high school softball. The KMA video stream. Trevor Bader, TJ Young with you here tonight. And Clarinda trying to break this 1-1 tie. They'll hope to do so with Lily Merrill, Brent Isaacson, Annika Price up to the plate for them. Anybody gets on, and Addison Wagner will join the fun. Peyton Nathan back out pitching for Shenandoah. Here's a hard hit ground ball. Shabam down to a knee to get it. Nice throw over to Green. And there's one away.
Shabam, super valuable piece to Shenandoah this year defensively. She's, like I said earlier in the game, just 1 error through the first 15 games of the season. She's really good out there with the glove this year. And much like DeGase for Clarinda, Shabam's been huge for Shenandoah and defensively.
Brent Isaacson pops one up. Athan underneath it off the circle. Big punch out for Athan, and there's 2 gone. You kind of alluded to this earlier, TJ. I think we might have been at break when it happened. I mean, Clarinda hasn't really been able to drive anything tonight.
Yeah, sometimes being aggressive is great, Sometimes being aggressive hurts you. Tonight, with Ethan working that outside part of the plate so well to the power of Clarinda, it's really, really forcing soft contact.
Here's Annika Price up to the plate. She fouls that one out of play and counts at 0-1.
And that's another one to another really good hitter. First pitch, they're going to stay aggressive. They're going to be themselves. But that was a pitch on the outer half of the plate, trying to pull it instead of taking it the other way.
So the 0-1, Price takes that one up, and it's a 1-1 count. Shenandoah trying to avenge an earlier loss to Clarinda. Clarinda trying to sweep their Page County foe. The 1-1 taken outside for a ball, and it's a 2-1 count.
And 2 quick outs here in the inning. Ethan, again, the last inning, it's kind of been that way between her and Woods, back and forth. Both kids have pitched really, really well in the circle tonight.
2-1 misses low, and the count's at 3-1. Yeah, just the one run coming across for both teams back in that first inning. 3-1 pitch, kind of in. Price fouls it straight back to the fence, and it's a 3-2 count. Jammed her up on that one, and the count's full.
Well, what happens with a hitter when you just keep getting pounded away, you start creeping out or leaning out over, and then you get a pitch that runs in on you right off your thumbs, and that's exactly what happened right there to Price.
So the payoff pitch on the way to Price, popped up, and calling for it from third and grabbing it is Fouch. And another stellar inning of work for Peyton Ethan. We go to the 7th. We are at 1-1 on the KMA video stream.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School Athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
On to the 7th. We've had a fun one for you here tonight in Clarinda. Trevor Mader, TJ Young with you on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. And due up in this inning for Shenandoah as they try to break this 1-1 tie will be Rachel Jones, Cassidy Stevens, and Caroline Rogers.
A lot of speed. And they've all kind of put the bat on the ball tonight. But Clarinda and Shenandoah both done a really good job in the field, fielding their positions, just 1 error apiece, and they were both right away early in the game.
So an 8-9-1 hitters coming up for Shenandoah in this inning. So, I mean, solid spot to be in is there's a ground ball right back to Woods. She'll throw over to Wagner, and there's one gone in this inning.
So big at-bat, big plate appearance here. Stevens has pretty good wheels, but then you got top of the order, so if you can get to the top of the order with 2 outs, you feel really good about your chances if you're Clarinda to get something in the bottom half. If you're Shenandoah and you get Stevens on with 1 out top of the order, you feel really good about your chances to get something going here.
Stevens struck out in the 3rd, then got called out in the 4th. Slap hitter was outside the box when she made contact. 0-1 count, that was a strike.
And to give her credit, she's not been a slap hitter her entire life until this year. So a lot of credit to her. Right-handed.
0-1 outside, and it's a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Andy Woods, the pitcher tonight for Clarinda, has been nothing short of spectacular. 1-1 missed by Stevens, brings it to a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This will be a big punch out for Woods if she can find a way. 1-2 missed well outside. Baseball now is a 4-0 Clarinda advantage. They are still in the bottom of the 4th, it looks like.
Power of technology, I tell you.
Isn't it the best?
I don't know how you found that out.
It's almost like we're broadcasting that game as well. Here's the 2-2 on the way, and Stevens took a hack at it. It was outside, and a big strikeout for Woods, who hasn't had a lot of those tonight. Now, she hasn't needed to. That is, by my Velisca math, just her second strikeout of the night.
Well, if your defense is playing as well as they're playing, you don't need it, like you said. Strikeouts are great, but, man, when you're pitching quick and defense is on their toes, they're going to make plays for you.
Caroline Rogers up to the plate now for Shenandoah. She takes the first pitch for a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. 1-0, 2 gone, nobody on. Here in the top of the 7th. The 1-0 pitch upstairs. Count is at 2-0. Each team had 1 run in the first. Since then, goose eggs through the last 5. Here's the 2-0. Outer part of the zone called strike, and you've mentioned this a couple times as well. We have both teams with 5 hits.
Yeah.
And 1 error. I mean, it's been about as even as you can be.
It's an identical game. 1 run apiece, 5 hits apiece, 1 error apiece.
So here's the 2-1 with 2 away. That is pulled foul, and both those errors resulted in the runs that we have on the board right now.
Yes, both runs would be considered unearned runs tonight. So both pitchers, Woods 6 2/3, no earned runs, and right now 6 innings for Ethan.
The 2-2 line drive. What a play made by DeGase off the dirt to grab it. Another stellar defensive play, Burr. She's had a handful of those, and it's a clean frame for Andy Woods and company. We go to the 7th. Clarinda can walk it off with a run on the KMA video stream.
It's always been my dream to own a locker.
You like school that much, huh?
Actually, no, my own meat locker.
I'm processing.
So, what do you think?
Well, if that's your it, let's make it happen.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back to Clarinda here on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. Trevor Maynard, TJ Young with you. Playing TNT by AC/DC over the speakers, and we had the discussion during the break. When did that song come out?
I was wrong.
You said 1984. I would have probably guessed somewhere in there. 1976.
Yeah, I was -6 years old. You were -20.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, I would have been -20.
That's my Essex math. Not your Velisca math.
Clarinda, a chance to walk it off here at the bottom of the 7th. They'll do so, or try to do so. The 8-9-1 hitters, Addie Wagner, Maddie Cole, Jersey Knights up to the plate for the Cardinals. 1-1 ball game. This has been a treat.
And the way that Wagner's hitting the ball, the way Ethan's pitching the ball, Wagner's a dangerous hitter because she's not afraid to go the other way.
0-1. Wagner just got a piece of it. Brings it to an 0-2 count.
Ethan's been living on that outside corner. And just 2 pitches in a row, outside corner. Wagner not afraid to go that way.
Here's the 0-2 in, and it's a ball. Clarinda right now, you look at the Hawkeye 10, Creston looks really good. They're playing some good ball. Atlantic has beat Creston twice. They're in the mix. St. Albert kind of hanging around as well. Glenwood, a tough out. As Wagner goes down on strikes on the inside corner, got her chasing. This would be one that if Clarinda wants to stay afloat and stay right in the thick of it, they might need down the road. One guy, here's Maddie Cole up to the plate. Strikeout and a ground out to her name tonight.
And the stellar play in right field a couple innings ago.
Takes that one outside. Defensively, this has been a pretty smooth play. We've seen Shabam make some really nice plays from second for Shan. DeGase has been all over the place for Clarinda. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but I did. Here's the 1-0, and that is popped up left field. Drifting back and able to make the snag in left is Berdorf. That was not an easy ball to track. She was all over the place trying to get to it, but to her credit, she did.
That's kind of been a hole for Shenandoah all year, and that's not a knock on Berdorf, but she's only almost kind of playing there by default. because they really haven't found somebody full-time to fill in that hole from Reese Spiegel from a year ago who graduated. They've kind of had musical chairs out there, and tonight was Berdorf's night. She's made a couple really nice plays out there.
Dangerous hitter in Jersey Knight takes the first pitch up and out for a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. Knight on the ninth is struck out, ground out, fly out. The 1-0 is popped up, shallow outfield. Actually, it won't even leave the outfield. Dumler's underneath it at short. And we've got free softball on tap here tonight in Clarinda. 7 innings, not enough. We're headed to an 8th. 1-1 on the KMA video stream.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Welcome back to Clarinda here on the KMA video stream online, KMAland.com. As we go to the 8th inning, we've got Derek Martin's favorite karaoke song playing, or was playing, in between innings. Were you there that night?
I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand.
Thought maybe you were there that night.
It was magical.
It was
very
majestic.
majestic.
I don't remember a lot, but I do remember that part. 1-1 as we go to the 8th, and Shenandoah due up with Jenna Berdorf.
A really good time for Shenandoah. 2, 3, 4, heart of the order. They want to get something going, put a number up on the board. This is as good a time as any.
Andy Woods has been gritty in the circle tonight, trying to continue that. Berdorf takes that one for a strike to bring it to an 0-1 count. So I did a game last Tuesday. I did Shenandoah Fremont Mills baseball. That game went 10 innings.
But you didn't have me by your side,
I didn't have
so
you
it
by
wasn't
my
nearly
side.
as fun.
It was still fun, but maybe not as much. Here's pop up. Sunderman couldn't get to it. Had to try to get the umpire out of the way. And it's an 0-2 count. That game went 10. Also the same night that softball game went, I believe, 9 or 10 innings.
Yeah, both games went extras, and both schools went home kind of happy and kind of sad because it was a split.
So the 0-2 with Berdorf at the plate, trying to get a leadoff base runner for the Phillies. The 0-2 pitch on the way from Woods, and it's slapped into right. Cole chasing, and Knight gets it from center. Nice job by Knight to track it down. And there is one away.
Pretty good two-strike swing there from Berdorf, the typical slap hitter. She kind of got into one, hit it into the middle of the outfield, and pulled it. I did that last night, just straight over the first baseman's head. You don't typically see that with a slap.
So now the first pitch, Lene Green, outside part of the zone, called strike. 0-1 the count.
Mr. Conover, has done a wonderful job tonight.
Very consistent.
Yeah, very consistent in a pitcher-friendly zone, which is what you want. You want kids to hit the ball.
The 0-1, that misses outside, and it's a 1-1 count.
A really, really good job tonight, and Mr. Wax, too, as well, has been very good. I got nothing bad to say about those guys.
Yeah.
We knew they were going to do good, and they've done very well.
Here's the 1-1, and when you get praise from – when the umpires get praise from T.J. Young, you know they've earned it. Hard hit grounder off the glove of DeGaze. And Green with a one-out single.
Would you stop it? I'm the nicest guy to umpires. It's a hard job.
It is not an easy job. We need more of them, too, yes.
That's a big, big hit.
That is massive.
And Ethan, a tough luck out all 3 times up tonight. She's hit the ball hard all 3 times. Just hit it away from DeGace this time.
And she does, off the glove at third of Price. They try to get the lead runner out second. They do not. And it's 2 runners on for Shenandoah as Ethan gets onto the fielder's choice.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to say. It won't be a hit.
No.
It'll be a fielder's choice and a bang-bang play there. Looks like Green may be a little banged up, but I think she's going to be okay as we're going to get a little timeout. As Coach Knight's going to come out to
have a little conversation with the Cardinals.
So here's Kylie Fouch up to the plate. Now, she's found a way to get on base all 3 times up tonight. Got on a walk, had a single, then got caught stealing. But, I mean, she's found a way to get on base. You do that here, you got a situation where either A, you're going to load the bases, or B, maybe knock in that run that seems like it's been hard to come by tonight.
And truthfully, getting something in the green, everybody for Clarinda has really good arms in the outfield. They all have plus arms at this level. But Lene Green's got some deceptive speed. You know, she was a sprinter in track this year. Get something in the green, Coach Berdorf's probably going to be pretty aggressive and make them make a play to get them out. I mean, this is as good as you could ask for.
Here's Kylie Fouch up to the plate. 1 gone, 2 on for Shenandoah here in the top of the 8th inning.
And I'm not bunting here. You already got 1 out. You got to swing away here. It's my nope, just kidding.
Lay down a bunt foul. I'm with you. That's not normally a situation where I would.
If you had nobody out, I would do that.
Or if you have runners at second and third, maybe.
If I had nobody out in this situation, first and second, I would move them both over, give up the out. But when runs are at a premium right now, boy, they're really going to have to turn one. And Fouch has been really good at the plate tonight. I'd say give her an opportunity to try to knock somebody in.
Here's the 0-1 again, showing bunt. Puts it down nicely. Woods will try to get the leader on third. Throws. Throw over to first is there. No, ran it out.
So that's going to end up being a single on the play. And what do I know? Because it worked out really well. It's kind of one of those old baseball, softball coaching philosophy things that you just tell your kids, if they're giving you an out, take the out. So, yes, it would have been bad to have runners at second and third and 2 outs, but it's a lot better than bases loaded 1 out.
That split second of hesitation from Woods might have been the difference. Thought about trying to get the lead runner out at third. Now the bases loaded for Shenandoah with Nevaeh Yale up to the plate. 1 gone. And a big opportunity for the Phillies here.
And one of the hotter hitters in the lineup, at least as of the last week or two, 4 RBI in her last couple ball games. Like I said, 3 doubles in the last couple ball games too. So
the 0-1 ground ball off of DeGase at short. It'll score at least 1. They'll send another runner. And 2 runs come across for Shenandoah here in the 8th.
So wonderful job by Shenandoah just putting the bat on the ball and making Clarinda make plays defensively this half inning. 2 runs in the inning on, by my count, just 1 hit. And that was a big error. And DeGase has had a wonderful game defensively. That one just kind of ate her up a little bit.
Yeah, in a way, it's kind of a shame, right? I mean, you look at, some of the plays she has made tonight from that spot. If that's the difference tonight, that'll be a tough one. So now Shenandoah with a 2-run lead at 3-1.
And with Fouch, they went ahead and bunted with 1 out and runners at first and second. Maybe you do it again. Dumler's got a little bit more speed than Fouch. So even on a non-hesitation throw, she may beat that out. Maybe you put that on again.
0-1 to Dumler with 2 on. Taken inside, and it's a 1-1.
Well, I'm just way off. I said don't do it, and they did it, and it worked. And I said do it, and they didn't do it. That's why I'm up here. That's why I'm up here.
A 1-1 with 1 gone. Runners on first and second. Driven into right in the gap. It'll drop, base hit. They will send the runner around, and a run scores for Shenandoah. As Fouch comes in, and it's a double for Abby Dumler.
That's the biggest hit of Dumler's young career. Just adding some insurance, and this is far from over because Clarinda has shown they can score in bunches. So Shenandoah's got to keep the pressure on and keep applying it. As we're going to get looks like a pitching change here as Merrill's going to come in. And it's tough for Woods because she pitched great through 6 1/3.
So now it'll be Lily Merrill on to pitch. The first batter she will face will be Rachel Jones as Shenandoah's got runners on first and third with 1 out. Well, she warms up. Let's take a quick break. We're back in a moment on KMA Video Stream.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers, so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
Well, the first batter, Lily Merrill, faces Rachel Jones. Ground ball is a put out, but it does drive a run across. So TJ, Rachel Jones does her job. It's now 5-1 Shenandoah advantage here in the 8th.
You can't ask for much more out of a number 8 hitter in her second game in a row of being an offensive batter. Has a single to her credit tonight, and now has an RBI to extend the lead. Clarinda still within slam range, but important to get this out before things get worse.
8th batter of this inning for Shenandoah is Cassidy Stevens, and she bops one up that Merrill grabs. They had not had an inning before this where they had more than 4 batters up to the plate. They send 8 up, they send 4 across, and Shenandoah's got a 5-1 lead headed to the bottom of the 8th. The KMA video stream.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing, and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
The strength of a house starts with its foundation, just like the strength of a community starts with its education to ensure its success for many generations to come. The Shenandoah Iowa Education Foundation strives to bring world-class education and opportunities to the youth of Shenandoah. Visit ShenandoahIowaEducationFoundation.org to become a part of the $100 Club, the Family Challenge, to donate to the Peter J. Weber Scholarship, or to make a general donation. The Shenandoah Iowa Education Foundation, partnering today for success tomorrow.
Bottom of the 8th we go. Shenandoah's got a 5-1 lead over Clarinda, and the heart of the lineup due up for the Cardinals. It'll be Ripley Sunderman, Kayla DeGase, Presley Job. Anybody gets on, and Lily Merrill will join the fun. Cardinals need a big inning to, at the bare minimum, keep this game going. That first pitch taken outside for a ball by Ripley Sunderman.
Yeah, not a bad idea there for Sunderman. Already got on a bunt single earlier in the game. She's got wheels. Make Shenandoah think about it.
Here's the 1-0. Sunderman fouls that one back, and it's a 1-1. Shenandoah with a big inning just moments ago, putting 4 on the board, 2 of which came on an error. They had an RBI hit as well. Come from Abby Dumler. Rachel Jones sent in a run. A 1-1 to Sunderman outside for a ball. It's a 2-1.
Definitely nail-biting time in both. Lead's not safe for either side, really. I mean, nail-biting in both dugouts right now.
Here's the 2-1. Sunderman into left. It'll drop. Base hit. Gets off the glove of Berdorf and left. Sunderman puts the brakes on, rounding first. And a leadoff smack for Clarinda.
That was actually an amazing job by Berdorf to keep the ball in front of her. She did a really good job of laying up on that, but then it took an exit stage left, as we're looking at it, went straight sideways on the bounce, and she stuck her paw out there and saved an extra base.
Kayla DeGase takes the first pitch for a strike, and it's an 0-1.
Just the 6th hit of the night, and it's taken them 8 innings to get there, so Ethan has done a very, very good job in the circle.
Here's the 0-1 to DeGase, kind of inside, ground ball to short. The throw across from Dumler to Green is there, and there's one gone. Runner moves up.
And probably the understatement of the decade is, if you're Shenandoah, you're going to trade bases for outs. You'll trade a run for an out. I mean,
yeah, you got 3 you can trade for an out.
Yep. So that's a really good play by Dumler. Didn't even think about second. Just make the routine play first.
Here's Presley Job up to the plate. She takes that one outside for a ball, and it's a 1-0 count.
Now, one thing we saw Sunderman do, took an outside pitch the other way, hit it hard. And then the last batter pulled an outside pitch on the ground. They got to be able to make that adjustment and go the other way on that outside pitch.
1-1 now the count. As that's in there for a strike. This would be an impressive win for Coach Aaron Berdorf and company. The 1-1 misses outside. This is a Shenandoah team very young. We've talked about that a lot. Both these teams very young. They've had games where, I know they're 4-11, but it's not like they haven't been
they've been
in some games. Here's the 2-1 on the way. And Joe powers that one to left. That is back. That is off the glove of Berdorf and left. Sunderman will stay at third. And Job is at second with one gone.
Probably going to get an error on that play. Maybe they'll consider that a double, but to me, that's a play that probably should have been made. It wasn't off the fence. So still 2 on. And
ground ball, Merrill. The shot to Green is there. They will get the out, and this game down to its final out. A run scores. Wow. Merrill, first pitch swinging right back to Ethan.
Great reaction there. Just phenomenal reactions. That was hit on the button.
So 2 gone. Bryn Isaacson up to the plate.
Nothing good first pitch here.
And Isaacson takes that one in, gets away from the catcher. They will send the runner. There will not be a throw at the plate. Job scores, and it's 5-3. With Isaacson facing a 1-0 count and 2 gone.
And that's not a great thing for Shenandoah, but it's not the end of the world, right? Because the tying run's still on deck. So focus on the batter, and if you're Clarinda, you get that feel good, you get some momentum, but still 1 out to go.
1-0 ground ball at the plate. It's fouled. It's a 1-1 count. Bryn Isaacson, we talked tonight about the power she has in the bats. Hasn't been able to necessarily show it tonight.
Well, they've been pitching the power outside, and the power's really struggled to go the other way.
1-1, ground ball on a hop to short. The throw from Dumbler is there in time, and Shenandoah is a 5-3, 8-inning winner over their old arch nemesis as they avenge a 10-run defeat earlier on this season. What a game. What a performance from Peyton Athan. And TJ, what a nice win for Coach Aaron Berdorf and company.
Yeah, really good win, like you said, avenged the early season loss in a game that I know after speaking with Coach Berdorf at some point after that game, they really feel like they let that one get away because it was 4-4 going into the 6th inning, and the wheels kind of fell off, and that kind of started a chain reaction for them of kind of panicking in some of those key moments. And tonight, it was not Shenandoah that panicked in those key moments. They made the plays when the plays needed to be made, and they came up big with the bats when it mattered the most. And Clarinda didn't play bad. They played a really good game. It was just a really good pitching performance by Ethan, a good game plan, staying away from the power on the outside part of the plate. And Clarinda's really young. They're going to get that adjustment. They're going to be able to take that ball the other way with power instead of rolling over ground balls or popping up fly balls on pitches away.
So what a game here tonight. Shenandoah now 5-11 on the year. A nice win for them. They'll hope to continue those winning ways in the days to come. Meanwhile, Clarinda, with the loss, drops to 14-10 on the year. TJ, when can we see you next, or hear you next in action, I should say?
Oh, anytime you want to come down to Doug Meyer Chevrolet and see me in Shenandoah, right on Highway 59, I'm there from 8 to 6. Monday. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I've got a few games next week. I'm doing a couple of softball games and a baseball game, all in Shenandoah. Yep. There's a Glenwood game. I think that's the next one, the Glenwood softball game. Right. That'll be the one I'm doing next. But it's a lot of fun doing this stuff. It's fun watching all these teams from around the area that you guys let me do, that the Fuller Digital Solutions guys let me do. It's just fun watching good competition, and kids are having a lot of fun, and that's what it's about.
Nicolab, Xyra, Elkhorn, Kimballton, Woodbine Monday night. That's a big one of the Rolling Valley Conference. I'll actually be right over there Tuesday night. Red Oak Clarinda baseball. Looking forward to that. You can find my full rundown from tonight's game available online later on at KMAland.com. Once again, it's a 5-3 Shenandoah victory for KMA Sports. And TJ Young, I'm Trevor Mader. Thanks for listening, and have a great night.